Alright guys, so with the new PvP tier list out, and before I go into the PvE tier list, which I will be posting tomorrow, I want to kind of mention some of the epic cookies as well as some honorable mentions for you guys to actually invest in, especially with a lot of the returning players coming back to the game and having questions regarding who they should be actually investing in order to not only kind of play well within the world exploration as well as the special episodes and sometimes even inside of the arena. So I'm going to make this list kind of short and concise for you guys. So let's start off with the tank first, and without a doubt, in my opinion, still within the game, the best all-around tank for most players to actually invest in is going to be, without a doubt, Wildberry. Alright, there are going to be other great tanks that are going to be within the honorable mention, including someone like Milky Way as well as Space Donut. They are also really good for the world exploration stages, Cookie Alliance, as well as something like the Guild Boss Battle. But for most players, in order for them to succeed inside of the world exploration, inside of something like the special episode right now, and even sometimes in the arena, I would say the best epic tank, alright, for you guys to actually invest in is going to be Wildberry. Although Wildberry did get a very lackluster magic candy, it actually did make him slightly better with the extra HP shield as well as the final blow damage and also the ally crit resist. So he actually is going to be a better tank than before, and he already has a great damage resist buff as well as stun and things like that. That is going to be pretty unique to a tank like him. Alright, so he's not only good in dealing damage, but also tanking for your team. So I do recommend for most returning player, if you guys are still deciding on who to invest in for your tank, besides someone like HyRoolLegend or Pattaya, then Wildberry is going to be your best option for an epic. And also Wildberry is available inside of the mileage shop. And the best topping for Wildberry, without a doubt, is going to be full solid almond, focusing on the attack speed as well as damage resist, and even sometimes some extra cooldown and attack does help out. Alright guys, so moving on to the DPS, I do have actually two cookies to talk about. It's going to be one Tartatan. Tartatan, however, is not going to be available inside of the mileage shop, and the feature banner for Tartatan is actually not currently available anymore. So if you guys do have Tartatan, I definitely recommend you guys to actually invest in Tartatan. She is one of the best DPS for the world exploration right now, and not only world exploration, but she's going to be amazing for the special episodes. She's going to be amazing for the Cookie Alliance, and without a doubt, she is going to be one of the best performing epic cookies for that DPS role when it comes to the PvE aspect of things. However, if you guys do not have someone like Tartatan, especially because, again, Tartatan is not available inside of the mileage shop, then the next DPS that I do recommend is going to be someone like Squid Ink, because Squid Ink is going to be one of the best cookies to use, not only in the world exploration, but for the guild boss battles, as well as something like the Cookie Alliance, and even inside of the arena for the one-shot comps. And if you do get the magic candy, which I highly recommend you guys to do, then Squid Ink becomes even better, and I can't stress enough that you guys should definitely be investing in Squid Ink whenever possible. Alright, the toppings for these two cookies, Tartatan as well as Squid Ink, is going to be something like the full on Syrian Raspberry, which is going to be the most common. For Squid Ink, depending on your guild team as well, you guys will have a mixture build like this, where you guys do have a Syrian Raspberry or a Juicy Apple mix. And of course, I cannot forget about one of the honorable mention within the DPS class for an epic, and that is going to be no other than Captain Caviar. Captain Caviar is still amazing, but he is going to be more towards, in my opinion, the guild as well as the arena with the one shot and the guild team. Inside of the world exploration, pretty decent, does good damage, but compared to someone like Squid Ink as well as Tartatan, he is gonna be a little lacking. So I do want to put him as an honorable mention rather than actual go and build him right away, compared to someone like Squid Ink and Tartatan. Now going into the support class is going to be no other than Cream Puff. If you guys do have the ability to pull for Cream Puff from the guild gacha, then I do highly recommend you guys actually invest in Cream Puff, not only for the world exploration, but also for something like the Cookie Alliance as well. Cream Puff's magic candy is actually super amazing, and even on my epic only account right now, Cream Puff is going to be my massive healer, and she absolutely just clutches in keeping your team alive. And on top of all of that, she does have that extra buff that she is able to give with her magic candy, so she is going to be amazing to invest in. Of course, she is going to be part of the guild gacha, so she is not going to be available inside of the mileage shop. But if you guys are looking for another great support, then it's going to be no other than Cotton. Cotton is still really good for most players to actually invest in. She will carry you guys in a lot of different game modes, especially within the world exploration. She's also used inside of something like the guild boss battle with the Living Abyss team, and she also can be used in a secondary team for Cookie Alliance as well. So she is not going to be a bad support. She's still one of the best with all-around skill where she's able to heal, tank, stun, and all of those things. So without a doubt, I do recommend, if you guys have the ability to, then invest in content first with the mileage points, and then afterwards cream puff whenever you guys have the ability to. And then now within the healer class, without a doubt right now, the #1 choice that you guys have is going to be Rockstar. And because of the fact that Rockstar Cookie's featured banner is still available for you guys right now, I have included Rockstar. Of course, once that is going to be gone, then you're gonna have to wait until Rockstar Cookie Soulstone is added into the Mountain Shop. But still, right now, without a doubt, Rockstar Cookie is going to be one of the best healer that you guys can actually invest in for not only the arena, but for the world exploration, for the guild boss battle, and you guys can also use him inside of something like the Cookie Alliance and the special episodes as well. Really solid healer. Haven't had a epic cookie that I actually 5-star ascension right away in a while, like Royal Margarine as well as Tartatan and some of the others I kind of just slowly invested in. But Rockstar, I had to actually right away just pull him all the way up to 5-star because he is absolutely amazing. Crit percentage, clutch healing, his overall healing in general is really good, and I do recommend for most of the returning players right now inside of game to actually invest in Rockstar whenever possible. Alright, so he is really good. And for any other supports that is not going to be including something like Cream Puff, I do recommend a full Swift Chocolate, so Cotton as well as Rockstar. And then now, before I end the video, I do want to give some honorable mention that are going to be still available for most returning players as well as new players, and that is going to be including the 2 ancient cookies, and without a doubt it's going to be Wildberry as well as Pure Vanilla. So if you guys are still deciding on who to choose, if you guys are starting off the game right now, then without a doubt, I will have to say Pure Vanilla is going to be the better option, providing that amazing heal, and especially within something like World Exploration episode 14 and 16, and later on in the dark mode and things like that, Pure Vanilla's injury alleviation is absolutely going to be amazing. And I do recommend, if you guys have the ability to, then choose Pure Vanilla. However, if you guys do want to carry on with the higher, story mode as well as inside of the arena, and also now because we do have Rockstar, some people actually might lean more towards Wildberry, but that is just going to be up to you guys. And last one, without a doubt, that we cannot forget is going to be Snapdragon. Snapdragon is going to be available for everybody inside of the Sugar Gnome Lavatory within the Dragon Egg Gacha, and you guys are going to be able to pull for Snapdragon all the way up to 5-star Ascension. So Snapdragon, an amazing safeguarded support who is able to provide an insane amount of buff for you guys, and I do recommend, if you guys have the ability to invest in Snapdragon whenever possible, because Snapdragon right now is going to be meta for a lot of different game modes. Alright, so that's pretty much what I've got for you guys. Of course, there are a lot of different cookies that you guys can invest in, but I wanted to kind of condense it and break it down into more of specific cookies for returning players as well as new players to actually invest in, for them to have a smoother gameplay while they're playing Cookie Run Kingdom, so that they are not going to get stuck every single time. But again, if you guys do want to use your favorite cookies, you are able to do that. That is not a problem at all. If you guys do ever get any of the Ancients as well as the Legendary and Super Epic and Dragon, then I do recommend you guys slowly invest in them after looking at the PvP tier list as well as the PvE tier list and see how good they are. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys found the video helpful. If you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know down in the comments below so that I can get to you guys and join in on the discussion whenever possible. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.